We are Umschichten, and I will today explain you like a multi-content show that shows one project that we did in the past, but on the same way, in the same way, it shows the way how we work, and it shows a little bit the place where we are working right now, and it's not only about this project, but it's also for me an opportunity to make Jessy understand what we are doing, to make Nuno understand what we are doing, and everybody, because as we said before, we are like not really connected, and this is a chance for us to get connected. So by presenting this, I will try to offer you an opportunity to project also some ideas on this possibility, or to understand it as an opportunity, and yeah, and so on. This is actually this is our catalog, old catalog that is actually a gift for AI. But you can have a look inside. There are some more works from us. Also, for example, the Batian 72-hour urban action. Okay. Who is Andi? Andi is our Filiale in München. Okay. Dependent in Munich. Okay. So, because already what happens up to now with Glocal is that as a part of the association, because we are running also this association in Stuttgart, that is the Kunstverien Wagenhalle. It is actually, it called themselves an association, but there is like no structure behind it. So we use it as an institution to do projects. For example, like this UO or whatever kind of project. So we're trying always to mix up things. Like what can we do with our office? How can we use something, and how can we do something for the place, for the Wagenhalle? How can we get a project out of it? So it's always a mixture of these things, right? So it's like a spagat, a big spagat of interest also. Okay, yeah, no. Yeah. What is this? Okay, so this is the UO, unidentified object. It's a shortcut of UFO, but it's not flying. So it's UO. And this is, for example, the dog of Bernd. He is the Hausmeister of the Wagenhalle. Housekeeper. Yeah, but no, first I have to get back once again, because as we started to do Glocal together, we just realized that it's very abstract for the people to understand this whole project. This is like what we also talked about today. And so and on the other hand, we had an opportunity last this November, to make an application for fundings, to start an application, because there was a deadline. So we like had all these talks in between with Glocal and what is this and what can we do with this. And then we used this opportunity of the deadline to say, okay, we put another project on top, just as a sketch or as a framework for going on with Glocals. So we said, okay, maybe we can somehow make this networking thing that we are doing right now in a theory, we can make it somehow visible. That you can like touch it in the district, in the neighborhood, or you can see there is something going on. So we said, okay, what can we do? We have not really time, and what can we use? What is already existing? And then we said, okay, we got these containers because we used them a lot because we were in love with them, or we are still. And we said, okay, maybe we can use it as an opportunity to make a tour of the institutions that we are now connecting. And within this tour, like transform it or treat it as an option to do something with it, or to make just something visible, to place it, or to change it, or transform it, or whatever. So this was, yeah, this is actually the state of mind. So this is the container. It's also from the shortcut. It's the junkyard that was close to our to the Wagenhalle. You can see there in the back. It's a junkyard, but he moved away last year. So we lost a big material pool, opportunities for material. And so here you can see how this container transformed. This is the Wagenhalle, and we used it also for a landmark, for a theater piece, to show the way. Here you can see a little bit the Wagenhalle, and this is the theater piece, and this is the parking site, but this was part of the stage of the scenography. So there you can see the container. They're like standing.
When is this?
It was 2008. Then we have this. So it's a mixture. This whole document is a mixture of what happened, of what could happen, of a concept, of fiction, of then we had this idea to use it for a rotation system, but nothing happened. Different sketches and studies. And then we had this idea to use it as a cinema stage for cinema. And we were in love with renderings. And we also applied already for another funding, but it was 2010, I think, but nothing happened. So it's like really an ongoing back and forth, back and forth. Yeah. Then we used it in the framework of the jubileum of the Art Academy. So we transformed 5 of them into satellites that were everywhere in the city. Like it was there was just exhibition inside. Some pieces were exhibiting, and they were traveling around the city. So it's a possibility to change a little bit the situation for a short time, to use it as a display or to then we built a sauna on this container with a theater.
Sauna with a theater?
No, in the container.
Theater, but it's also a sauna. That's very strange.
No, I mean it was a cooperation with the theater.
Yeah.
So
No, we thought, it's a theater and a sauna together.
I think you can also project ideas like this on the it will work. And
A sauna is a theater. Yes.
so it's like a hot room right now, let's say, if you have to say it, it's a sauna, but and then we built some entrance. Okay, never mind, it isn't so. Then we had an exhibition at the Wagenhalle from students from the Art Academy and from the HFT, and they use it basically as a hot room because it's really cold in winter time in the Wagenhalle. Then we had a guy from Spain who did all these drawings for us. Or we did for the urban action, we worked with the French collective Yakuta, and they built within 10 days a kitchen. So it's a proper kitchen right now that you can. So we were feeding like 150 people in this kitchen.
Is this still existing?
This is still existing, yeah.
Okay.
So could be also imaginable to go on the side of the garden and then just do a kitchen there, right? Wow. Here you can see people preparing nice food. Yeah, and then it was more as a kind of an ensemble of the sauna, the sweaty house, and the swimming pool for the festival. This was for the orange people, orange invasion. So you can also imagine them in a bigger arrangement. Then Thorsten Buchroth, the guy who was running the disco in the Wagenhalle, he just grabbed one of them. And this is the exhibition container, and then he placed him like this and put light in it, and it became just a street lamp. Then we did this sauna. Yeah, this is in our residency. No, this is not theater, this is the fellowship at the Solitude Academy, where we thought we can, okay, now we make really a proper sauna out of it. Apparently these things never, I don't know what's going on, but I mean, it's, at the end it was still that it was more attractive to keep it not ready and still go on with the transformation. And people, they really like the room, but they don't want it as a sauna. They used it for, let's say, for drinking, and yeah, so it became something like a disco sauna imbiss was. This is, by the way, this is Peter, who is not here, and this is the guy from Spain who did the drawings. And then we extract the entrance that we built before and transformed it again to something else. And so it's like, then we had a sauna lecture inside this container. We were showing projects, and every 15 minutes we went out of the sauna and we had a kind of a human waterfall. And then back again in another lecture. After the lecture, there were whiskey sour served, vitamins. I won't believe what. So the entrance, former entrance, become a kind of a little bar. So it is like an ongoing transformation, right? And then we bought like a lot of wooden beams and a lot of these clamps, and decided again to do something proper with this container, like something that is finished. But during testing what it could be, we realized, finally we came up with the idea that it's an unidentified object. It's something that is never finished, and it just uses every occasion and every opportunity to become something new, or just to show up and change the context. We built a huge tower with 5 storage high, just for, let's say, for 1 hour or something. So you can have a look over the house. And this is finally the sauna disco imbiss. And here on top you can see a balcony. Here in front is the disco, and then in the back is the sauna.
Can you say something about why you use these clamps and not nails?
Yeah, because when we use clamps, it goes very fast, and it's not it's not permanent. You can change it immediately to something different.
But then it's 5 stories.
Yes, it could be also 5 story high with clamps.
Use the wood again. Yeah, exactly.
And then because it was a disco inside, so we were serving drinks in the sauna, we have to make like a second exit because of safety rules.
How did you do this? How did you make this?
Okay. Just cut them off. Yeah.
This is not kosher.
I don't know.
Not a chick.
People escaping. Yeah. So this is actually the project that we applied now for using this to draw this local tour that we are doing and to let something happen, to produce lessons like we did, for example, the last days, and yeah, I don't know, just as an opportunity. That's it.
Now I understand you.
Really?
Yes. Really? Yeah. I just think it's interesting the approach to the material. Maybe you can say something about not wanting to damage the material so it can go back into the cycle, or this kind of approach towards material. I mean, Umschriften is about that approach, right?
Yeah, Umschriften is about that approach that we trying to work with existing things like this, and we just rearrange them, reconfigure them, show in a different place, and trying not to hurt the material and not to leave waste and damage things. Right. So this is just to.
How many people have been working there?
I mean, this is like there were like 6 projects, I think. So it's a range of. Basically, Peter and me are like running this, and then.
But when you practically do it,
yeah.
Do you have helpers?
Yeah, up to 6 people, for example. But we do also sometimes things on our own. So.
How did you move them around?
This is also the connection with the junkyard man, because she just come with a truck and then he got a hook and put it on top, and he can deliver it everywhere, and it takes like 10 seconds or something, so it goes very fast. Yeah.